Let's work one more poem in here. Let's see. Any of y'all appreciate good Scotch whiskey? Anybody?
Larry does.
What about the Irish whiskey?
Irish whiskeys? Yep. I love Irish. I mean, there's, I do like it. I tell you something about Irish whiskey. First time I went over there, I was told, Tom Pigott, the fellow who ran the tours, was from Limerick. That's in the Republic of Ireland, and Northern Ireland, of course, is sadly a separate country up north, and it's a part of the UK, and then the Republic, of course, has been a free state since 1922, and it's quite, there's a lot of feelings still. They've quit fighting each other, and so I was warned now. Someone said, I know you like to have a drink of whiskey here and there, and don't be ordering any Bushmills in front of Tom Pigott. I said, why is that? He said, well, that's Northern Ireland whiskey. I said, the Protestant whiskey, and I said, well, what about Jameson? I said, that's okay, that's the Catholic whiskey. And it's like gender in France, it's male or female, everything, little lie. So I kept that in mind. And then I found out that the same French corporation owns both distilleries. That's what it's come to, I'm just trying to find this poem. I never read this poem. I don't know why I'm going to read it now. I probably shouldn't. But it's called the Single Malt. If you must drink shitty scotch, as provided, for example, by an airline, drink it with soda and it will be tolerable. For me, the cheapest single malt spirit of my venerable white ancestors is sufficient. Though I imagine I could learn to value the nuanced bouquet of the $200 bottle, I am in my ignorance content to sip the least of the single malts and imagine that I am king. A lifetime bourbon man, Tennessee sour mash to be precise, I recognize at 50 that I care little for it and that I adopted the potion compulsively out of some delusional allegiance to my bourbon-sipping parents, or perhaps to other colorful, secretive trunk-of-the-car bourbon-drinking uncles who I revered. How well I remember the first stolen sips of my father's bourbon and ginger ale on the back steps by the patio as steaks steamed on the charcoal grill, the sweet tang pedaling down on my adolescent palate. And I suppose some neural pathway was then established, which perhaps explains why I ignored the intelligence my senses relayed for decades back from the front, until here, at the brink of middle age, I've come to my senses. My Scottish antecedents got it right in the first place. Sometimes, rarely I imagine, a design emerges from the formless that perfectly captures the necessary yet previously unmanifest, and as such must then be created. The Jaguar, the Stratocaster, the canoe, the skyscraper, and like the blueprint for the ark, or an equation predicting a new element or particle, the single malt. For once, the advertisements are truthful. Earthy, wooden, silken, peppery, hint of pear and smoke, vital, meditative, trustworthy, the cure for religion, balm for work, and temperance for suffering. An immeasurable blessing, worthy of thanksgiving, promising redemption, demanding preservation for this lifetime and certainly the next. Ladies and gentlemen, the snake oil that actually delivers. He loved it. Well, I got, let's see, I've got,
Give him some whiskey.
whiskey.
They don't squirt anything out the back, do they? Okay. So I'll play you one more. I'll play you one more that's sort of a preview off the next album. I've been on the road so much, but I'm taking the month. I know he's stealing the show. I'm taking the month of October off to record, and this is another song I'm gonna record, so you can say you heard it first. I wrote this with an American who married a Danish woman and stayed in Denmark. His name's Brett Perkins.